Hello, dear. Imagine waking up one morning to find that your kidneys are failing and your life is forever changed. For billions of people around the world, this is the reality of living with kidney disease. But there is hope. We'll be sharing inspiring stories of resilience, courage, and determination, as well as expert advice and medical tips on managing kidney. Let's get into it. You are welcome, madam.
Thank you very much.
So, Alain, we are in the kidney week. So, what can you say about it? But before that, let's know who you are.
Okay. So my name is Perpetual Amphobia Amuyao, the Senior Midwifery Officer at Ashanti Regional Hospital. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what is kidney?
Kidney is an organ, okay. There are two in the body, and it's being shaped, located below the rib cage.
Okay.
And it really helps with vital functioning because it helps filter the blood that flows through the human body.
So, why is it essential for our overall health?
Okay.
Sorry. Why is kidney essential for our overall health?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Kidneys are very essential for our overall health because of the roles they play in the body.
Okay.
Like I said initially, kidneys are filtering the blood, and you know every vital organ in the body is supplied with blood.
Okay.
And imagine the body transporting blood that is not filtered with all the waste products. That means all the vital organs are receiving blood with waste and will not function well. Your liver, your intestines, and all. Now, if you look at the kidney, aside filtering blood, the kidney also helps with hormone production. Like the kidney helps to produce hormone called erythropoietin, which helps in production of red blood cells. The kidney also helps in the production of renin, which also helps with control high blood pressure, and then also has hormone that controls production of calcium for strong bones. So imagine the kidney is not functioning well, meaning that you're going to go on low on your HB level is going to go down. You're going to have issues with your blood pressures. You're going to have issues with your bones. Okay. Now, kidney also help with electrolyte balance. In the body, we have sodium, we have magnesium, and then we have potassium. Okay. All these have vital roles they play, and they need to be maintained. You shouldn't have too much sodium. You shouldn't have too much chlorine. So if the kidneys are not working well, meaning that you're going to either have less or more of these electrolytes, which will also impair the function of the body.
So, how can we keep our kidney healthy, and what lifestyle changes can we make to support kidney function?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
For a healthy person with no chronic condition, okay, that means you have a 100% chance of keeping your kidneys healthy. Now, we have people who may have some conditions that already predispose them to some kidney conditions, so theirs will be slightly different. So for a healthy human being who has no kidney issues, you have to check your diet.
Wow.
And in this part of our country, when you talk of diet, you hear people saying all the foods are carbohydrates.
Okay.
And what can we eat? But we have a lot, just at times maybe financial constraint.
Okay.
Because we have good food, and it's all about balancing the diets. In midwifery, we have 4-star diets. We have cereals, okay, we have legumes, we have vegetables, we have fruits.
Okay.
Here, what I say is that most of the time the whole grains are not really known to people. So instead of maybe going for brown rice, we are all used to eating refined rice, which is the white rice we want it to reach. But the brown rice equally has very good function in terms of helping with your organs and especially the kidneys. Okay. And eating lots of vegetables, okay, broccoli, cabbage, contombre, all of them have roles that they play in helping the kidneys function well, and the fruits too. We have to incorporate all. Okay, and we have the teas, the herbal teas. Okay, so in the morning, it's not always banku. You could just go for some tea. But when you talk of tea here, you see a lot of people talking about beverage instead of tea. Like Milo. Milo is not really tea. Tea is, you have green tea, you have black tea, you have black currants, we have chamomile tea. We have so many teas that you can take. Yeah, so that is for the diet. And then we have to exercise. Ideally, we should have about 150 minutes minutes of moderate or low to moderate exercise every week.
Wow.
And it can just be simple walking. Okay, so you look at your where you work, and if it's close to your house, not every day that you pick a car, you can decide to just take a walk, which will help. If you will not get time to probably go to the gym and all that, make a routine. Now there are apps now that you can just have in the house, and then you work out in the house. You don't necessarily need to go to the gym, and you must drink lots of water. Okay, you don't have to dehydrate yourself. Some people say, I'm not thirsty. You don't need to wait to be thirsty before you drink water. Okay, just make sure you are drinking at least 8 glasses of water. So intermittently, you are sipping, you are drinking. Okay, if your kidneys are healthy, it's not going to let you produce a lot of urine unless you have issues with your kidney, because the kidney is able to hold a lot of urine. Okay, and then salt intake too. We have to control the amount of salt we take in. And these salts, not just with the salt itself, but with the cubes and things we use for seasoning, because they all contain salt. So someone is cooking, will put cubes, will add salt, and all that. And even when they're eating, we'll still put salt in the food. Okay, too much salt is not really healthy because it affects the function of your blood pressure, which in turn can affect your kidney. So we're able to control, and our weight. Okay, that is a major concern now in our era. Because of the sedentary lifestyle, most people, even kids, are becoming obese in Ghana here. So if we're able to control our weight, eat well, exercise, drink lots of water, I think our kidneys should be functioning well.
Okay.
And for those with chronic conditions, maybe diabetes, hypertension, they have to make sure they are in check. They are always checking their blood sugar levels to be normal, going for their routine medications and routine labs to always make sure everything is okay for them, in addition to the lifestyle changes, and take their medication, and they will be fine.
So what are the misconceptions or myths about kidney health?
Okay. We have myths about kidney health, and from what I know, the first one is that people think that kidney disease cannot be prevented.
Wow.
Like it's genetic. So once it's in the family, you get it, whatever you do. So, but then kidney disease can actually be avoided, or in some instances delayed. Okay, so even if you have that genetic predisposition to getting the kidney disease, through your diet and lifestyle changes, you can avoid it or probably delay the occurrence of the disease. Some people also think that if I urinate a lot, then my kidneys are healthy. And you hear people say, oh, in the night, I can wake up and wee like 4 times or 5 times before, when my urine is very clear, so my kidney is healthy. Okay. Ideally, if your kidneys are functioning well, they should be able to hold the urine while still removing waste products from your body. So if you are frequently urinating, it can be an indication, not necessarily, but it can be a sign that you need to get your kidneys checked. All right. And then some people also believe that, okay, kidney disease, especially chronic kidney disease, is curable. Okay, we have types of kidney disease. Once it's chronic, something that is chronic, you just have to manage or halt it. Okay, you cannot really, unless new researches are coming, but so far, chronic kidney disease is not curable. It can be managed or halted for now, or delay the progress to delay its advancements. Okay, so I think for the myth, yeah.
So what are the different types of kidney disease and how are they diagnosed?
Okay, so for diagnosis of kidney disease, I'm not sure anybody just walks to the hospital and say, I'm coming to So first of all, you as an individual probably present to the hospital with some signs and symptoms. Okay, for instance, probably you're having painful urination, you're having a lot of pain at your back pain, you're having swollen foot, your eyes are puffy, your whole body generalized edema. So depending on what you present with, the doctor can further probe if you have maybe any chronic disease or family history, and then let you go for test. Now we have chronic kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease simply means that probably it's not going to go. We have acute kidney disease. That one, all of a sudden, you don't have diabetes, you don't have hypertension, but your kidneys are failing. Okay, so that one is acute, and that one can be reversed with medication. And that one is the timely intervention, you can go back. And for chronic, it has to be managed. We also have kidney stones. Okay, that is when you have a hard mass forming from waste products that are supposed to be excreted in the urine. Okay, and we also have pyelonephritis, when the kidneys are inflamed. Okay, and we also have fluid forming on the kidneys. Okay, so there are lots of kidney disease, but depending on what you present with, we'll let the doctor know the labs to do to diagnose you of what.
Okay, so what are there symptoms of kidney and how are they managed?
Okay, so like I said initially, depending on what you are presenting with, but generally speaking, when you have issues with your kidneys, the first thing you may notice is maybe your changes in your urine.
Okay.
Either you are urinating too frequently or you are not urinating at all. Some people can also present with blood in their urine. Maybe went to pee and saw that there's blood in their urine.
Wow.
Some can also present with lower abdominal pain, severe lower abdominal pain, painful urination. Some can. So symptoms of kidney disease can actually depict symptoms of other conditions. You can have nausea, you can have vomiting, malaise when you feel very sick. You'll be very tired. Something you do on a normal day that shouldn't stress you now stresses you. And we have some of them having edema of the legs, edema of the hands, edema of the eye, and some even have generalized edema. So what you present with once you present with some of these signs and symptoms, we probe further and then diagnose you.
What causes kidney stones and how can it be prevented?
Okay, so for kidney stones, most of the time I think it's linked to diet, obesity, probably family history, or maybe if you already have chronic kidney disease or diabetes or any condition like hypertension that can also affect your kidneys. It can impair the functioning of the kidneys. When the stones form and they're not able to pass through the ureter, that's when they accumulate and then it becomes kidney stone. And it's very painful.
Okay, so who is eligible for kidney transplants?
Thank you very much for that question. Eligibility for kidney transplants. Okay, so now when you come to the facility with these complaints, kidney function test typically looks for two waste products, urea and then creatinine. Okay, urea is a byproduct from protein, a waste product from protein, and then creatinine from your muscle. If these values are out of range, okay, or depending on the values you get, we calculate what we call the estimated glomerular filtration rate.
Wow.
Okay, now if your glomerular filtration rate is 90 or above, then at least, and you don't have any signs of a kidney disease like painful urination or any other symptoms presented, then it's like your kidneys are functioning well.
Okay.
If your glomerular filtration rate is below 90 but above 60 and above, then looking at other presentations, you can be diagnosed with stage 1 chronic kidney disease.
Wow.
And if it's from 30 to 59, then stage 2, okay?
Wow.
Then we have stage 3, that is from 15 to 39. And then we have the last stage, which is the less than. So it depends, the categorization is, some people categorize it 5 stages. That's a stage 1, above 90, stage 2, 60 to probably 69,
wow.
Stage 3, that is 30 to 59, stage 4, about 15 to 29, then stage 5 is below 15.
Wow.
Once your kidney function is below 15, then it's called kidney failure.
Wow.
Yeah, renal failure. That means your kidneys, like, we can't really use diet, but that one they even give room for further tests. They can give room to see if it's acute.
Okay.
But if it's chronic and it's below 15, then you have to start your dialysis whilst you wait for a possible donor for kidney transplant.
Wow.
So mostly it's for those whose kidney function level is below 15, then they do the counsel you for a possible kidney transplant.
Wow. So if you haven't still subscribed to our channel, don't forget to do that. Ghana Online Radio. We've been hearing transplant. Me, for instance, I do hear a lot about it, but I don't know what exactly it is. So, what is transplant?
Okay, transplant is simply they giving you a different kidney. Okay, so your kidneys are failing
Okay.
and you want to live. So we look for a donor whose kidneys are compatible.
Okay.
But there are a lot of labs and things that goes on. They check you to your HB levels and all that before they give you a donor kidney.
Wow.
Okay, so transplant simply means you are getting somebody's kidney transplanted into yours, and even with that you still have to be taking anti-rejection medications. Okay, most of the time people feel when you have a kidney transplant then it's like all your problems are solved. Not necessarily, because some people with even a transplanted kidney still have kidney failure again.
Wow.
But some people are fortunate that the transplanted kidneys work, but most of them is for a duration, about 20 years, and
Wow.
then, yeah. So it's not like your own healthy kidney that can last you a lifetime.
This
But
is-
there are also pros and cons with the transplanted kidneys. So the best is to preserve your kidneys because that is your best shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, are children at risk of getting kidney disease?
Yeah. Children are at risk of, there's this cliche that you don't even check children's blood pressure.
Okay.
But we have children who are having high blood pressures.
Wow.
We have children who are having type 1 diabetes and all that. And some are having some congenital issues, which makes them candidates for kidney diseases. And we have children who are actually suffering from acute kidney failures. You go to Confanoche and you'll be sad to see 5-year-olds acute kidney failure and all that. Okay, I think globally we have about 15 to about 58 per million children having kidney disease.
Are you serious?
Yes, so it's possible for children to have kidney. So we have to really check our kids. If you have a family history of kidney disease, your eyes must be on your children. Start inculcating in them healthy eating habits.
Okay.
Let them exercise, because the parents today are very busy. We give our children phones, tablets, and we want them to sit down so that they just play with it whilst we get the time. But then in the long run, it's not really helping. These children need to, mostly children don't have these conditions because they are active, always working out. So if we're not making them active, then we are not helping them, because their metabolism is slow, and we'll be giving them junk foods, which are not also good for them, sugary foods and all that. So
how can we prevent kidney disease in children?
okay, so if you have a family history, please make sure you are always checking your kids. Okay, if you have diabetes, mostly it's genetic, so it's likely they are carrying the gene. So from infancy, let them know the condition in the family. Let them start eating well, check the children, their weight. Let them exercise, let them cultivate the habits of drinking water, limit intake of sugary drinks, okay, and then make sure they have enough rest. Stress causes a lot of harm to the body. So children need to be able to sleep for long periods. So if they are having a long screen time, please let them sleep. All these will help the immune system function well and prevent these conditions.
Wow. So please, what advice would you give to the audience?
My advice is that our kidneys are priceless and vital. And if you don't have a kidney issue now, do all you can to preserve your kidneys by eating healthy meals. A lot of vegetables, fruits, little carbs, exercise well, hydrate, avoid smoking, drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. If you have a chronic kidney disease, if you are diabetic, if you are hypertensive, please make sure you are always going for your routine checkups, you are taking your medication, and you are living healthy, exercising, and all the healthy lifestyle habits, so we can preserve our kidneys. Thank you.
You're welcome. As she rightly said, our kidneys are very priceless. So you have to do all you can to prevent kidney disease. I know you don't want to have kidney disease, because looking at how things are, having kidney disease is something that is really eating in the fabric of our society. So do well to save yourself as well as everyone. We love you. It's Ghana month. Let's eat Ghana. Let's represent Ghana. Bye.